What are we going to get into today? Well, I've had a lot of requests for this, and I thought it might be interesting. And we're just going to do a little test today, and it's going to be for sugar-free moonshine. As you know, a lot of your post-flavored moonshines contain a lot of sugar, which that can be a problem for some people, and I understand that very well. All right. So what I want to do is I want to do a side-by-side test, like a blind test. I'm going to make, well, one moonshine two different ways. All right. I'm going to make one with sugar and one with a sugar substitute. Okay, so the recipe I picked just because I thought it would be easy to do a taste test on to tell the difference was our lemonade moonshine. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going, like I said before, we're going to do a side-by-side test. But first things first, welcome to Stillworks and Brewing. My name is Randy, and this is a channel that's all about home distillation and brewing. All right, and let me get the homework out of the way. First things first, please hit that subscribe button down there because you can't believe how important that is to us. All right. I'm glad to be back. I've been on a nice long vacation, really enjoyed myself. Now it's time to get back to work. All right. Now I did write a couple facts down. A half a cup of sugar. I wrote it down so I wouldn't mess it up. A half a cup of sugar, which is close to 100 grams. There's 387 calories, 100 carbs, and 100 grams of sugar. Okay. The recipe I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half, and we're going to do one half with the sugar substitute, one half with regular sugar the way we always do it. So let's get started with the original recipe first. Okay, so let's start making us all right. And like I said before, this is a half a batch. So the first thing we're going to need is 1/2 cup of sugar. Half a cup of sugar. And we need 2 cups of water. And we'll put that in a pot. 2 cups of water. 1, 2 cups of water. All right, what we want to do is put a little bit of heat underneath that. And really all we need to do is melt the sugar. I need something to stir with though. And all we want to do is try to melt that sugar. Boy, is it getting hot today. Ooh. Extremely hot. This week on the East Coast, it's supposed to get up over 100 degrees. So if you're outside, please be careful. All right, what I'm making right now, like I said, this is just our normal shine. It's almost melted. All right, it's nice and clear. Look at woodpecker out there. Okay. So we're going to put that in our mixing cup here. You should let that cool off, but this ain't really all that hot. Let that cool off. Okay. So now we got 2 cups of water, 1 cup of sugar. We need a half a cup of lemon juice. You can use fresh, or I just use the lemon juice you buy. A half a cup. Half a cup. I'll put the lid on it. And then we want 1 cup of Shine. This is 100 proof. So we want 1 cup of that. One cup of that. Okay. You put a lid on that. Let me grab a jar. And then this would be good on. I'll use my funnel so I don't make a giant mess. All right. And then what we want to add, I always like to add just a sliced lemon for visual. Okay, so what I want to make sure I do now, because, okay, I'm going to put a label on this, but I'm going to put it on the bottom so I can't see it. All right, so that is the sugar. All right. So now let's make our sugar substitute Shine. Get some stuff out of my way. Okay. What we're going to use this time, and I found monk fruit substitute sweetener. Okay. Some nice facts about that. I got them written down. 0 calorie, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. And the American Diabetics Association recognizes monk fruit sweetener as a good alternative for sugars with those who are living with diabetes or anything else. Okay, this monk fruit sweetener is a 1-for-1 for sugar. So if you would normally use, say, 1 tablespoon of sugar for whatever reason, you could use 1 tablespoon of this. It equals the same thing. All right. So, and I've read that this is a fantastic substitute. I tasted it, and me and my wife tasted it. And there's, sometimes in sweeteners you get that weird aftertaste. You don't have that with this. So, with that being said, and it even says they're all G00s across everything, all right? So, let's try to make some of the same recipe, a half a recipe of my normal thing, and we'll do the exact same process, all right? So, I need 2 cups of water. This exact same recipe. 2 cups of water. Start putting some heat under that. And I need a half cup of the sweetener. Dry this out. It even looks like sugar. It's even acting like sugar. I'll be really curious. I mean, yeah, it's the price tag of this is more than sugar. I didn't write the prices down, but I know it's at least double what sugar is. But if this is how you can enjoy some shines without any problem, hey, I think it'd be well worth it. All right. So we got our sugar mixture here. We'll put that in. And then we are going to add, what's next? A half a cup of lemon juice. Let me rinse this out so I don't want it to be a half a cup. And 1 cup of the same shine. Let me grab a jar. You give that a quick stir. Of course, it looks the same. And gotta have a sliced lemon. Okay, let me put a label on that. I'm gonna just put sub on the bottom. Okay, so let me get cleaned up and then I'll be right back. I had black lid on one, so that wouldn't be a blind test. And there was writing on one. So we're gonna mix these all up. You know, I mean, I don't know which one's which. All right. Okay, so here's the real test. Should I do this? I think I'm gonna do it cold because I enjoy this cold. All right, so let's pour us a sample. A little bit of that one. Give it a second to get cold. All right, that's that one and that's that one. Now I don't know which one's which. All right, let's try this one first. Tastes like lemonade shine. I mean, it's a lemonade. Good. Let's try this one. That's very good. I can't. I don't taste the difference. That's amazing. Wow. if I'm gonna have to say, this one might be just a hair sweeter, so I'm thinking, is that the sugar? I don't know. Both of them are excellent. Ooh, especially on a hot day like this. I'm glad I put it on ice. Wow. That's amazing to me. If I had to guess, this is going to be the sugar. Just maybe. Hey, either one of them, ooh. Ready? What is it? Well, that is the sugar one. And that's the substitute. It's amazing though. Either one of them is fantastic. That is cool. So, this is a sugar-free shine. So if I can't believe that. A lot of times, like if you take a diet soda, I just don't care for it. Because I just don't feel like it tastes right. And that's my opinion. But I just can't tell the difference between these two. They're both they are both fantastic. Woo, baby. All right. So we learned something. Monk fruit sweetener. You know, I've read good things about that, and it tastes, it says here on the pack, tastes and bakes like real sugar. And I have to agree with that. It is fantastic. So if you have, you know, and there's a lot of people out there that need to try to stay away from sugar, or that just want to cut down on the sugar, you know, whatever the case may be. This is fantastic. It's 1 for 1. If you use a half a cup of sugar, you use a half a cup of this. It's a 1 for 1 ratio. So that makes it a lot easier too. So if you do one of my other recipes and it calls for 1 cup of sugar, you could use 1 cup of this and keep on getting up. Oh man. Fantastic. No aftertaste. Fantastic. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I learned a lot from it. And I hope you did too. And I think I'm gonna get out of this heat. It is hot out here today. So, with that being said, the last thing I got to say is, hey, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time here on Still Works for Brewing. Cheers, everybody. Wow, that is good.